Hi, I'm Cheryl, one of the pastors at Heights Church, and I am excited to share with you today as we continue to look at what the lifestyle or the fruit of a devoted follower of Jesus should look like, especially when it comes to those that society has cast aside. I'm going to share with you for a couple of minutes in story form. The day was no different than others. She awakes and she realizes she doesn't have the life that she hoped she would. Her reality is that she has lost her hope for a better tomorrow. She's lost her hope for a better life. Did she really want something that was so far beyond her reach and unreasonable? The truth is, she saw that many other women around her had it. What had she done that was so wrong? What was it that caused her life to end up this way? You see, she was from a village in Samaria, and hundreds of years prior, Assyria had defeated the Israel people and had sent Jews into Samaria. And the Jewish people in Samaria began to intermarry with the foreigners that were brought in there to settle the land. And that intermarriage resulted in what was considered a mixed race, whom in the opinion of the Jews was impure. The true Jew felt that the Jews in Samaria who had intermarried had betrayed their people and their nation. And for this woman, one might say that the deck was stacked against her since the very beginning. Yet on this ordinary day, Jesus, he was the prophet who many were saying truly must be the Messiah. He was on his way from Judea to Galilee. Now, most Jews avoided going through Samaria, even though the route was shorter through Samaria, but Jesus didn't live by such restrictions and such prejudice. He purposefully took this route that day. And it was customary in the culture that they were a part of that twice a day, the women came in the morning and in the evening to draw water from a well. But not this woman. You see, she was on the bottom of the rung of the social ladder, and she avoided the other women in the village. She came to the well at noon, the hottest part of the day. And that was all in an attempt to escape their ridicule, their looks, and their sneers toward her. And as she gets closer this day, she realizes there's a man at the well. And then he speaks to her and he asks her for some water. And realizing that he is a Jewish man, she is shocked that he spoke to her. After all, she knew social protocol. She knew that Samaritans were known as less than to the Jews. And even more than that, no Jewish man would be caught speaking to a woman of her reputation. Oh, but Jesus did. This Jewish man spoke to her, and the conversation continues about the difference of the water that she can draw from the well and offer him, and the living water that he offers to her. His water, living water, would be fresh and pure, and it actually would quench her spiritual thirst forever. The exchange between the woman and Jesus says this, that Jesus took time to value this woman. He actually sought her out. She was interested in his message because she thought it would make her life a lot easier. The living water Jesus offered to her actually did not take away life's challenges, but it would change her from the inside out. Let's look at John 4:15 through 17. "Please, sir," the woman said, "give me this water, then I'll never be thirsty again, and I won't have to come here to get water." "Go and get your husband," Jesus told her. "I don't have a husband," the woman replied. And Jesus said, "You're right. You don't have a husband, for you have had 5 husbands, and you aren't even married to the man you are living with now. You certainly spoke the truth." And she says, "You must be a prophet, since you know all about me." What really happened in this exchange is that Jesus saw her deepest need. And he answers her questions by sharing that the nourishment he is offering to her is spiritual nourishment. And because of his offer, she begins to believe. She begins to expect a change is possible for her life. Why? Because she encountered the Messiah. And that encounter changed her. The encounter opened up the concept that transformation was possible. Transformation, a new creation, a new attitude, a brand new way of life. Why? Because our past does not define our future. Oh, it may not erase the past, but transformation restores us. It puts us back into our original state. It restores hope. And I think this is a great question to ask ourselves. When people encounter us, do they encounter hope? Do they feel valued? Do they begin to believe that God loves them? And do they begin to believe that transformation is available to them? Do they catch a glimpse of a better future? I pray that this is the fruit others see from our encounter with them. Let's carry this message to others. No one is so far gone that the living water Jesus has to offer cannot transform them and make them new. God bless you. Thanks for being with us today.